I am upset. How y'all doing? We've been lied to. We have been scammed. We have been brainwashed. And our rights have been taken away from us. It's me, Lona. And welcome to this episode of Lona's Corner. Okay. How y'all doing? So, to start, we have been lied to by culture, by society. Now, let me just, before I get to the lie part, why all my strong, independent, do it on your own, don't need no help, don't need no man, where y'all at? I ain't worried about no beep, beep, beep. These, all I need is my niggas. We cool. Where y'all at? Raise your hand. I can do it. I can do bad all by myself. You know what? That is a lie. The lie that we have bought into. The lie that is keeping us broken. The lie that is keeping us depressed. The lie that is keeping us with suicidal thoughts. The lies that's got us delusional. The lies that just tearing us apart on the inside. Because we so strong. That's the lie. Yeah, you are strong, but you ain't strong enough to walk through life by yourself. You're not strong enough to walk through life all alone with nobody to lean on. You're not strong enough to handle the weight on your own. We are not strong. We not built. We think we built like that, but we ain't. That's what your stress telling you. You ain't built like this, sis. That's what your anxiety telling you. You ain't built like this, sis. You need to talk to somebody, sis. That's what your depression telling you, sis. You ain't built like that. It's time for you to go on and try to talk to somebody else about what you're going through and stop trying to hold it all in and be strong, woman, and come up with every solution. Come up to the solution with every problem that you're going through on your own. You just stand in your own mind and you ain't talking to nobody, but you got it though. But you got it though. We ain't built like that. We strong, but we ain't that strong. So let me go and get into this. First point, I got some key points and one scripture. My first point is this. You cannot be everything for yourself, let alone be everything for everybody else. And this is what I have found out. Us strong people, us ones that got the load, us that's smiling and happy all the time, us the person that people call on to ask for advice, the strong ones, us the backbones. And we there for everybody else, but we can't be there for ourselves. First of all, you can't be there for everybody else. Second of all, you can't be everything for everybody else. And second of all, and most important of all, you can't even be everything for yourself. It's impossible. That is mission impossible. You can't be your own counselor, even though you talk to yourself. And I'm not just talking about the people that's watching. I'm talking about myself too, because this is something that I am going through currently. You can't be your own counselor. You can't be your own friend all the time. You can't be your own confidant all the time. You can't be the one to always give yourself love all the time. You can't always be the one who big you up all the time. You can't always be the one to solve the problems all the time. You can't be that person all the time. You can't even be everything for yourself. We're not built that strong, baby. We like to think we are, but we're not. And the reason why I say this is because we don't realize this one thing. We think we got it on our own. It's like culture and society has planted this into us. Grind, hustle, you got it. You can do it. All you got to do is do this. You can do this. Go get it on your own. You don't need nobody else. Culture and society and even our families, we kick our kids out. Go get it on your own. Get a job. Do it this way. Do that. We kick our own people out when they get a certain age and tell them to go get it. But no. We ain't built like that. So society has kind of really brainwashed us into this independence culture and this being your own culture, and it got us so messed up. Because we'll never be able to survive that way. Even Adam needed Eve. God didn't give Adam Eve as a gift, as here goes just some extra for me to create for you. He said, no, it is not good for man to be alone. It's detrimental for man to, so if we go to the opposite, what's the opposite of good? Bad. If God said it's not good for man to be alone, then if you are walking alone in life, it's a bad thing. It's a detrimental thing. It's going down a dark path type of thing. So society has brainwashed us into thinking, hey, we can do it, we got it, go out and get it. Grind. You don't need nobody else. Cut them off. Don't feel sorry about it. Don't even look back. Just cut them off anytime they do you wrong. Cut them off. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But no. This is the thing. We can't be everything for ourselves, or neither will we ever be made whole on our own. We have to get to the point where we can, once again, tear down our walls, be vulnerable, be open, and be brave to share with somebody what you are going through and what is happening up here in your mind. We need an actual shoulder to lean on, and not just ourselves. And here's the thing, because of society, it is literally the way we are raised and the way we see people in culture and society. We have literally, now this is an important point, so let me slow down. We have literally been weaning ourselves off of God's grace. Listen to what I said. We have literally been weaning ourselves off of God's grace. And this is the one scripture I got, 2 Corinthians. I got my iPad, I'm going to read it so y'all can understand what I'm saying. 2 Corinthians 12, verses 7 through 10. And it reads, so to keep me from being conceited because of the surpassing greatness of the revelations, a thorn was given me in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to harass me, to keep me from becoming conceited. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord about this, that it should leave me. But he said, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. First part about this scripture, we have become conceited within ourselves. Oh, I got it. We have become a very prideful nation. I don't need no help. I got it. Oh, this relationship ain't working out. It's okay. I'm going to bounce back. I ain't shake it off. On to the next. But we ain't even taking the time to heal and even admit that we was hurt, that we was broken. Oh no, we out here, we're playing. We're gonna, I would cuss if I could on here, but I ain't even gonna do that. Forget these, beep. I don't need no nigga. That's us. Prideful. All the way out prideful, but literally killing ourselves inside. Because we yearn for love. Because we need love. Because we need somebody to talk to. Because we need somebody to counsel us. Because we need a shoulder to lean on to make it through life. But we don't need nobody though. But we killing ourselves on the inside. Hurts. Lonely, depressed, sad. Confused because you don't know what to do. Because stuff just keep not working. So, what is the problem? When we have been brainwashed to always be strong, and that weakness is a bad thing, that needing help is a bad thing, that calling your brother and opening up and showing your problems and being vulnerable and telling him how you really feeling and tell him what you're really going through, that's weak, that's a bad thing, that's soft. Get your head up and keep walking. No, that ain't right. Being weak is the brave thing. Not only that, it is in those moments when you are weak, when you become human again. It is only in those moments that God shows up and he becomes your strength. And like it said in the scripture, let me read it again. It says, therefore I will boast gladly all the more of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. It's in your weakness that the power of Christ comes and pick you up and hold you up on the walk. I'm heartbroken. Okay, you heartbroken? Are you going to give it to me? Are you going to show it to me? Or are you going to sit there and try to get through it on your own and go from this person to that person, from that job to that job, from this city to that city, from this occupation to that occupation, from this hairstyle to that hairstyle? You going to keep going and try to cover it up on your own, or are you going to show it to me? Or are you going to accept my grace? It's only in grace that you are made strong. It's only when you show your truth when you are made strong by grace. And grace is literally, I wish I had some type of example to show up in here. But grace is literally when you falling and you show God your vulnerabilities. Grace is literally what picks you up. When you fall and you weak, you heartbroken, grace is what literally makes you strong. God, grace. And therefore, with God's grace, you're not walking through life alone. You have God. And let me just pause this right here. I know I'm talking about my God that I serve. And I know a lot of people do not believe in God. A lot of people don't trust God. But this is my invitation to you. Maybe you have tried him before and you feel like he failed. But was you naked with him? Were you human with him? Did you strip your pride away? Did you strip your ego away? Did you really allow him into your heart? Did you really tell him how you felt? Or was you judging him based on what he allowed to happen? Or because he didn't come through in the way you thought he should come through? So I'm going to pause right here. And this is a section I'm going to pause and say, invite him in again. But this time be vulnerable. This time be real. This time don't come in with a preconceived notion of God. Just go in and say, hey God, this is me. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm faced with right now. And more than ever, I really just need your grace. I really don't even know you like that. I'm just now hearing about you. Or it may be, I've been hearing about you, but I don't really fool with you like that. I don't really think you ain't all of that. But still, I need your grace right now. Because I'm so broken in this area. I've been trying to be strong on my own for my kid. I gotta get up, I gotta go to work every day. I gotta feed my family. I can't be no bum. I just can't stop moving. I just can't stop working. And it is really killing me. It's really tearing me apart. I just cannot be still. Help me, God. I need your help, please. I don't know much about you, but right now I just really need this grace that I'm hearing about. Try God. Invite him in. Be real. And trust me, try him. Try him. And he gonna prove himself to you. And don't try to, this the thing, when we go into our relationships with God, we have our preconceived notions of how we want God to move and how we want God to work. But no, God is God. He is sovereign, which means he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. So we can't go in and try to control God and say, God, this is how I'm feeling. I want you to do this right here, right now. I want you to heal my heart right now. And we want to come out feeling good the next day. Well, no, God going to take you through a process. He going to take you to the mirror so you can look into yourself. It's like, hey, what has been my role in this? What can I work on within me? What can I get straight within me that I really know I've been not on my square within myself? He gonna take you to the mirror. He gonna take you to yourself. And it's gonna be a process with you, yourself, and God. And you gotta let him take you step by step by step by step. And I promise y'all, this is not just me talking. This is it from experience. This is what I know to be true for myself. So just try him. So this is the thing. Society has weaned us off of grace by saying we should be strong all the time. By telling us, what you crying for? Wipe your face. There ain't nothing to be crying for. That didn't hurt that bad. You ain't over him yet. Dang, they died 3 years ago. You still sad? Yes, it still hurts. Yes, I'm still heartbroken. I was in love with this dude. And he left me like that. And I've been trying to mask it. And I tried to become the player and just say on to the next one. And I've been going on to the next one, on to the next one, and on to the next one. And I still ain't found what I've been looking for. I'm really ready to lay this act down. I ain't even built like that. I want to be. Because that gives me a persona, that gives me an image, that gives me something to do to avoid what I'm really going through. But we have literally been weaned by society and by culture. We have been literally weaned off of grace. Because the more we get away from it, the more we walk in our pride, the more we walk in our own strength, which is really our weakness. The more we walk in our own strength, which is really us masking our weaknesses by doing other things. So the more we walk in our own weaknesses, the more we walk away from God's strength. The more we are not vulnerable. This guy Grace right here, and this us walking in our own strength. The more we go this way, the weaker and the more weaker and the more weaker and the more weaker and the more toe up and the farther we go down the hole into more darkness, into more worse and worse and worse things. I started off smoking and then it turned into this. I just had sex with her this one time, but now I just can't stop having. That's all I think about. All I want is. I just started watching porn to just relieve myself, but now I just can't even stop watching it. I'm going down, and then this turned into I just started just fantasizing and lusting, and it's just turning into more and more and more and more. I started drinking lean for fun at one point in time, but now I need it. When I was going down, I was drinking alcohol. I did it one time, but now I can't get away from it. But we continue to walk in nets, masking our weakness because we don't want to be seen as weak. And the more we go this way, the farther we are away from not only God's grace, but the farther we are away from God. Because we won't open up and be vulnerable. Because we won't open up and be truthful with ourselves. I'm hurt. I'm broken. I'm confused. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't know which way I'm going to go next. But I look successful on the ground. I look like I got it together on Facebook. I look like I know it all on Facebook. I look like I got all the answers on Facebook. But if we really looked into your heart, what would we see? If you really took off your cape and your mask, who would you be? If we really saw how you actually felt on the inside, what would we see? So it's like this, the more we have been weaned off of God's grace, when that is what we need in order to make us strong again. And in order to encounter God's grace, we have to walk in our weaknesses. In order to encounter God's grace, we have to be real with ourselves. In order to encounter God's grace, I'm going to say this one again. We have to walk in our weaknesses. We have to throw off the cape, throw off the superwoman cape, throw off the macho man cape, take off the mask, let your tears show. We have to take off the cape, take off the mask in order to encounter in order to encounter God's grace. We have to let God in. That's the only way. I don't care. I don't care if you go to Buddha, Hindu, Muslim. I don't care if you do self-reading, tarot cards, crystals, sage. I don't care how much of that stuff you get. It will never, ever, 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 ever touch your soul, touch your heart. It may give you a good feeling for a moment. But and we all know how them good feelings fade away. And we have to go back to it, just get filled again. No, it's different with God. God is actually alive. He is living. He is powerful. God can actually do something. And He's right there waiting for you to come, ask for His grace and lean on Him. And this is how I believe God said it to me last night. This is my last example, and I'm going to get off of here. Just like when we play cards, it's just like we in a whole game of cards. And it's like when we playing cards, we keep our hand close to us because we don't want nobody peeking in. And that's how we're living in life. We got our hand right here, and in our hand is our feelings. Our hands are our emotions. Our hands are our heartbreaks. Our hands are what's actually in our heart. This is our hand. And this is how we walk through life, with our hand up to our chest. And we don't want nobody peeking in, looking at our... No, you can't see where I got hurt at when I was just a kid, and I still don't understand why he touched me like that, and he was my family. No, you can't see that. You can't see where this boy broke my heart and really just left me. He really did me dirty, and it still got a stain on me, and I'm still... Oh, no, you can't see that. You can't see where I actually fell into smoking weed and doing drugs and popping pills because I was so depressed, and I'm still even more depressed. Nope, you can't see that. I gotta keep my hands secure. I gotta keep up this image. I can't let nobody know what I'm going through because I'm scared, because I don't trust no more, because I don't want to be vulnerable anymore. I can't let nobody see my hand. And this is what I know God told me. He said, if you would just show me your hand, I will show you how to play it. So if you would just show me the point where you got broke at, which I already know, but if you would just lay it out, get loose with it a little bit, let your tears fall. If you show me your hand, I will show you how to play it. I will show you how to heal from this brokenness. I will show you how to get rid of this insecurity. I will show you how to love your flaws. But you have to show me your hand so I can show you how to play it. And this is what we get caught up in a cycle at. Because we think we masterminds, we can play the game. And we playing the game like this. Oh, I see what you doing. Oh, I got you. I see how I can get to you. I'm going to get to you this way. But I ain't going to let you touch me because I'm going to play my hand right. And when it's over with, I ain't going to feel that from you. Because I played my hands right and I can just drop you and go on to the next. And we think we playing the game. We think we got it down pat. We think we got the game down pat. But we just playing the game. We playing the game when we supposed to. When you play games, you play to win, right? You play to a certain end, right? The game has to end, and there has to be a declared winner, right? But we ain't even winning. We just playing for no reason. Like, what is your reward? What are you getting from this? From playing a game with no end, a game that actually makes you worse. God said, just show me your hand. Show me your hand real quick, and let me show you how to play it. And not only play it, how to play your cards. Show you how to heal. Show you how to win this game. Show you how to get out of this game of depression. Show you how to get out of this game of suicidal thoughts. Show you how to get out of this game of self-hate. Show you how to get out of this game of insecurity. Show you how to end this game. And come and walk in love. And come walk in right. And come walk in healing. And I can show you how to help other people. And I can show you how to bring somebody else to me that you know is broken. I can heal them. I can make you a vessel for me. That is what God is saying. So simple. Just show me your hand, and I will show you how to play it. God's grace is sufficient. The only way you really become strong is if you encounter God's grace. And the only way you encounter God's grace is if you show up weak. So, that's all I have for y'all today in Lona's Corner. I hope, I pray. Like, I so hope and pray, because it's even for me. Sometimes we don't realize we're doing it. I didn't realize I was really even doing it until recently. But I pray and I hope that y'all saw y'allself in this video and that y'all give God a try. Just talk to him. That's it. And yeah, that's it for Lona's Corner tonight. It's Valentine's Day. Y'all might get this the day after Valentine's Day. I still want to tell y'all happy Valentine's Day. I hope y'all had a wonderful one. Me, I had a cooler day. It was a cooler day. I went to the dentist. I cooked. I ate what I cooked twice. I ate some little desserts, some cookies. I ain't eat no candy today though. Wow. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got something out of it. Take this with you. Rewatch it. And that's it. Love y'all. I'm out of here. Deuces.